Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter from Recab's Wedge. And I think we're skipping someone.
yeah.
I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
Hello, everyone. I'm Salem Mortar. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Oh, hey, I am Zach, and I play Lafdul Moonglade, a specialty priest and thief multi-class from Realm Space. He's also an elf. Did I mention that? Yeah. His gimmick is coming out with fun titles, and his current title is the almighty Apple Them Allocated. No, that's definitely wrong. Apathem? I need to look how to pronounce that one quickly. It's a Greek word, that's the problem.
He's an almighty apple.
Hang on,
So-
I definitely need to look this one up.
He's a deity of trees. I think Braxon might worship.
I mean, you could post it in and all.
Yeah, I had the pronunciation earlier. I've forgotten it. What the hell is it?
Yeah, I don't actually know how GM is pronounced in Greek, so I think in English it would just be
silent.
apothem. Alright. We are temporarily down to players. Daikami, Solas' player, is just running a few minutes late, and Leva's player may be showing up at the break. In terms of rerolls, which for those watching, you can give any of the players or me, the Dungeon Master, a reroll with 500 bits. And the current number of rerolls: Braxon has none, Finn has 3, Ockar has none, Lafdul has 2, Leva has 3, Solas has 1, and I, the Dungeon Master, have only 3. I think you guys should give me more. Anyway.
You should get your little violin out, Ald.
No, that's what you guys are supposed to be playing. So we left off last time. The party is continuing to travel through the phlogiston on their journey, hoping to get home, or at least get back to a sphere that they know first. Also, Roll20 has decided to change the scroll bars on me so that if the overall colors on a map are dark, it gives you dark scroll bars, and if they're light, it gives you light scroll bars, regardless of whether you're in dark mode or not. And it's weird.
Yeah,
it's weirding me
I'm
out.
in dark mode for some reason, which is black and purple. I don't even know how you change that.
There's a slider on the left-hand side, beneath the icon
bar.
Right,
thank you.
No problem. So the party is currently on their journey through the phlogiston. Last session, they left a rogue planet that was within the phlogiston river, and after a bit of travel, came across a drifting tradesman ship that all the crew on board had been petrified after their air had turned deadly. They were revived from their petrified state, given a bit of food, and now they are accompanying you. 20 hexes behind you when you drop out of spelljamming speed, but they're accompanying you, hoping to get to the next sphere.
Unless they miss us. There's always a chance they might miss us.
Yeah, but unless I set it up so that happens, that's not going to happen.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just easier this way. It's called hand wavy. And I forgot to mute my computer. All right, so you had just gotten back underway. I think we'll finish out that week, getting you to day 78 of your journey. And that does mean that another pay period has passed. You'll need to mark off paying the crew. And
Oh,
we'll get into week 12. That will end on the 85th day. So to quickly go through, Braxon, anything that you want to do?
I think hang on, we're on day 85 now.
No, it'll end on day 85. We're on day 78.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry.
You encountered the ship on day 74.
Okay. I think we might be back to the week when we check the hull of the ship for weird stuff.
Yep.
So we'll go through that lot.
All right. You'll organize checking the hull and everything like that, doing minor repairs and things of that nature.
Yeah, and I think Braxton's going to ask all the crew to keep a lookout for anything we can eat, like fish.
They are pretty much always on the lookout for that, but they will definitely keep an extra lookout. Okay. Ockar, you've been training your aerial riding. Are you going to continue doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that you want to work on that week?
Not really. Most of the stuff I want to work on refer the fort.
Okay. Finn.
Just continuing to help James with his, or Ockar with his flying, and Zakad with learning, or Lafdul with learning Pixie.
Okay. And Lafdul, how about you?
Sculpting and obviously learning. There's a question regarding the good berries. We've always done it. I think it was more of an ad hoc thing, but before Stealing was in here, I could use a full roster of good berries every month. Now that we've doubled the bushes, are we doing this every now 2 weeks, or is it we keep it to the once a month, but Sealing can also add his full roster of good berries spells? Because it was kind of like, we don't know how many good berry spells we could cover with the berry bushes. And since we're trying to reduce food usage, I probably need to know this.
I've got a note on that.
What?
Before I had that 4 good berry bushes gave you 6 uses of good berry per month.
Yeah,
that's doubled that. That means you can cast a spell 12 times a month.
Yeah, but it was kind of an ad hoc thing. I was wondering if we're just keep sticking to that formula, I guess. Or...
That's up to you guys.
All right, then.
I mean, do you want to do it every 2 weeks? Do you want to do it once a month and just basically roll double the dice? Have one of you roll the 6 and the other roll the 6 or whatever?
How long do the good berries last?
Day at level.
They last 11 days. And aren't you feeding the prisoner with good berries?
Well, we got rocks.
Oh, you got rocks. Okay, fair enough.
No, it's when we're out of rocks we need to start using good berries because she starts getting ill.
Okay, it would probably help to have some good berries around that people could use to heal people, like crew and NPCs.
Well,
what do you think?
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's your resource.
I mean, yeah, but
you're also the one keeping track of the food.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is keeping track of. All right, this week I've cast good berry. The next week I've cast good berry. Or like, no, I didn't do it this week, and I've got to keep track of it. And that's why I'd rather do it by month if we're just doing it just to keep the food numbers down. I think we'll just add it all together that every month that both me and Sealing can use our full roster with the double amount of good berry bushes.
Finn.
Mm-hmm.
It's Finn, sorry. Because he called me Zach.
I know.
I'm calling him.
Yeah, everyone's out on each other.
All right, so I mean, it can be just a thing of a new week, a new month, and Finn and Lafdul roll the dice and say, all right, add X number of man days of food to the food total.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, it'll be a full roster, whatever spells. I think it's just the easiest way to do it like that. I mean,
Okay. You have not been doing that at all yet this trip?
no.
Okay.
It was. I didn't
No.
realize how dire our food situation was going to get.
I think
You
I
should
think we're-
first of all, my recommendation is to treat every long trip, especially a long trip that you do not know exactly how long it's going to be. Like if you know it's going to take 180 days to get to your destination, and you've planned for that, unless something happens, then you don't need to treat it as a dire situation. If you do not know how long it's going to take, you should treat every situation as a dire situation, and do everything you can to maximize your food usage. Better to get to your destination and have tons of extra food that you don't need than run out partway through kind of thing because some people were lackadaisical about it kind of thing, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's why I took one create food spell.
Yeah,
I would have taken more, but third level spells are limited.
Yeah,
Also,
so I was
sorry I'm
think-
late.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, I can because this is this new month if you're doing the ship check. I'd rather time it with the monthly cost because it's
The new-
just easier.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
so,
just going to suggest let's sync it up with the pay week.
Yeah, so if you do when a pay period is done, if you guys haven't already used your berry bushes for whatever reason,
Mm,
then you can say, all right, we're going to do our good berries now. Do you want to do
that's
that?
a good idea.
Yeah, it's just to make it as easy as possible.
That's
All
a
right,
good
so I
idea.
think was it 3 or 4 that have passed by now? Because you haven't done this, so do you want to retcon in that you are doing this?
Sure.
All right. Finn, do you know if it was 3 or 4 that have passed?
I want to say 4 if we count the time in the last sphere.
So, you can each
We spend-
roll your Goodberry, the monthly Goodberry thing, 4 times. Sorry, you were asking something, Braxon?
Oh, I was going to say I got written down that it took us 40 days to get to the edge of the sphere. So if we're on day 78, that's 40 plus 78.
Yeah, but if you're syncing it up to the pay period, then
Oh,
just
okay.
roll
I
with that.
forget what I said then.
When you, how many times am I rolling a good berry thing? Sorry.
What's 1 month?
I did it. I just
How many do you
Alright.
roll for 1 month?
originally I had 4 good berry bushes. 4 bushes. That's no double to 8. I don't think it was ever confirmed. You just allowed me to just use my entire roster of spells because it seemed like I would have more berry bushes than I had spell, and it was just ease of use. But we probably do need to clarify or come up with a ruling of literally.
Then, I mean, for ease of use,
Berry bush per spell slot. Or...
yeah, we'll just do that.
All right, there's 8. So, well, that's probably
Well,
better to split it between us
right,
and all of us, one of us,
you-
to use all our spells.
so you do 16. That's 4 times 4, and then Finn does 16. 4 times 4.
And that's 2d4 per level, so it'd be 32
There you
d4
go.
total.
Mm-hmm.
L trips anyone?
All right, so you can add on an allotment of 82 man days of food total from Finn over this trip, and 88 from Lafdul.
82. 88. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Alright, so that is resolved. Solas, what do you want to do over the next week?
He was still, I think, continuing the plant study and basically helping Finn with the soil studies.
Okay. Alright. So that brings week 12 to a close. It is uneventful as you travel along. You did supply the Starlight with some food. They are okay for now. And basically, like, twice per day, you'll be dropping out of spell jamming speed to do shift changes.
Yeah.
And they will be dropping out at the same time and signaling you to let you know if anything is up and stuff like that.
Okay.
All
So
right.
we could just we could dock up every so often, and you said just treat it like we've got an extra, what was it? An extra 23 crew.
Yeah, but you gave them a lump sum, so
Yeah.
they're going to be good until a certain point.
Yeah.
Until they run out of that lump sum.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that brings us to week 13 in the flow. Get to day 85. So Braxon, you did not find any anomalies on the hull that were out of the ordinary. I mean, there's always some like minor barnacle-like creatures that you have to scrape off, but none of them particularly dangerous and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
I
perform
think
basic maintenance and
Braxon's
everything like that. Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, if that's all gone well, Braxton's going to spend some time laying out some of the holy symbols he carved and praying with the navigation instruments for the best route through the phlogiston to the next crystal sphere.
Okay. All right. And Solas, what are you working on?
I will continue with experimenting on the plants. I think
Alrighty.
for this week still, and after that I'm doing something else.
Okay. Ockar, how about you?
Same as usual.
Okay. All right. And Finn?
Same as I've been.
Okay. And Lafdul?
Yeah, same, learning language and tilting.
Okay. Then that week passes uneventfully as well, getting you to day 92. And wrapping up week 13. So you have been in the flow for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And move on to week 14. Make a quick note of the amount of time that has passed. All right, so the next week, Braxon, what do you want to be working on?
This is when I get somewhere and realise I could have been learning something.
Of course.
I don't think I've got anything spare.
You got what was it, Wild Space or is it Flodged on survival? Would you know of anything
No,
using that?
he's got wild space survival. Yeah, what can I I can't do anything with that in the phlogiston, can I? That's
No.
about yeah.
I was just thinking if it would give you esoteric knowledge of plant life to survive or something.
Not in the flow. It would help you notice if there are any rogue comets or asteroids just drifting that don't have an orbit, that are too small to be picked up on most of the navigation stuff. That might have a little bit of food on them or something like that. It also allows you, before landing, to determine whether it has any obvious survival benefits down below, kind of thing, on asteroids and comets and things like that.
I suppose Braxton's going to go through the library looking for any books in the library about long-distance Flodston travel.
Okay.
See if there's any advice in any of them. If only he had his really awesome book that he used to have.
Well,
That would have told him what he needed to know.
Yeah, that would have lots of information. Most most of the books in the library are on magical subject matters, so you do not find anything there.
Damn.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would Braxon be able to recognize if some of those barnacles that latch onto our ship are edible?
He
barnacles are
would, but they
edible.
don't have enough to provide any actual.
Yeah, but
like,
just as a flavor.
Nickel diamond.
I meant it just as a flavor.
I mean, again, most of them would need to be cooked, not,
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be the problem. We really want plants. So, well, we've got 4 lime trees. We can eat limes every so often. Yeah, we picked up 4 lime trees at some point.
We did?
Yeah, I can't remember where they're going.
Yeah. You specifically did, Lafdul.
Yeah, I know. I think, well, I know in the real world people eat lime trees to stop scurvy, so I don't know what they do in D&D.
Yeah, I mean, they're small. They're not full-sized trees, and the fruit that they produce is not enough to change the amount of food that you have.
Yeah. Are they good for cocktail evenings?
I mean, they're good for flavoring and stuff like that. Some lime juice in what you're making to add some more flavor to it and stuff like that, so it's not super bland. Give a hint of flavor to water and stuff like that.
If only I had some rum.
I imagine there's some rum on the ship.
At this point, it might have been drunk.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and the desperation of the dwarves is a bit. It's like, I'm free, no alcohol. Dwarves are in a local AA meeting.
We'd all be dead.
All right, so I mean, do you not have that written down, Lafdul, that you have those lime trees? Because I'm pretty sure you were the one that purchased them.
I never took note of lime trees specifically. I mean, because it was Yeldon that ever.
Yeldon only had
like
he had cooking
spice.
Herbs. No,
yeah, that's what herbs. That's why.
And I'm pretty sure these were purchased after he.
I bought berry bushes and this.
No, you bought lime trees too.
Noticed. When the hell did I buy lime trees?
That's a good question.
Maybe I bought them.
No, it was Lafdul.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember it.
I do not.
I don't remember when it was, but I remember it happening. I remember discussing it with you.
Was it like a rare purchase from someone? I'm just trying to think.
I don't know. It was you were trying to expand out what you had in terms of
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I just didn't write it down, so it's kind of like...
Perhaps left them on the asteroid.
Maybe. That sounds slightly more accurate.
Well, if we bought them while we were away, we couldn't put them on an asteroid.
Oh, so one thing that I just noticed because I was looking around, it's not that you can you're not harvesting the berries every month because they're not producing berries every month. It's that you have enough
Yeah,
and they're
on a
staggered.
rotation.
That they're But
I just
yeah,
haven't
we'll just stick
used
with
Yeah.
every month with the number that you have. You can do for Goodberry spells. All right. So Braxon, was there anything else that you were going to do that month?
Probably not.
All right.
I'll regret it later.
Of course.
I suppose he'll like look after all of his equipment, go through all of his tools. Look for he can't sharpen any of his tools, can he? Because that'll make sparks.
You can do it carefully.
Okay, he'll do it carefully somewhere out in the open, so he doesn't blow anything important up. Because we blunted all the tools from cutting up the wood. I thought we'd have to wait till we got into the next crystal sphere and then sharpen all the tools and then do
That's
lots
fine.
of soaring.
That's fine. You can wait. It's up to you.
Yeah, I think we'll wait.
All right.
Rather than have tiny little explosions that get people tutting at me.
Okay. Solas?
I will start the training to use the Warhammer.
Okay. Anyone want to, do you want to train with anyone in particular?
Whoever's available.
Braxon will help.
Braxon is on another shift, so...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You got, there's time in between shifts.
There's
Yeah,
a little bit of overlap.
Yeah.
I think...
He'd rather fight with Ockar, clearly.
I mean, he's on the same shift, so it's easier to fit in the schedule.
All right, and Ockar stepped away. Finn, anything that you want to work on?
Nothing other than what he's been.
Okay. And Lafdul, how about you?
Same.
All right. Okay. On day 93, so that's near the beginning of the week. And why did I remember to do this on almost all of the things, but not
Wait, did a
these?
week pass?
No, this is during that week. This is during that week. I'm asking you what you guys want to do during that week.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Sorry.
I've just remembered what Braxon's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be chatting with Galau and studying how to do wild space navigation.
All right.
Because he's good at phlogiston navigation, but not wild space navigation.
That's good. Okay. On second shift, on the 7th hour of second shift, so that is Nemariel, Leva, Braxon, and Lafdul. There is a shout from a crew member. Very, very urgently, he shouts out, "Grayton incoming!" Just seconds before something slams hard into your ship, and an enormous, long tentacle attempts to wrap around your vessel.
I was probably sculpting.
Probably were. So I'm going to need a proficiency check to make sure you don't screw it up.
This like months of work. Sculpting. Stone carving. That's an 18. Oh, I should. Well, thank the Aravan for passing this check. I was like, I should reroll.
Yeah. It's always the idea when that comes up. All right,
The pale look on Lafdul's face is almost chiseled straight through it.
All right, so the tentacle attempts to lash around your ship, and it hits your ship for 1 hull point of damage, but it does not manage to lash around it, given its positioning. However, that is going to be causing some injuries to crew.
We fought one of these before. Or was it a Kraken we fought?
It was a creation.
Yeah.
All right, so
If we kill it, we can eat it.
Wow, we can't cook it.
No, we can't cook it.
let me go ahead and pull you guys over to the Battle Dolphin deck plan. All right. So let's see. Yep, Namariel's on the helm there. All right.
Am I allowed to-
So you probably want to put yourselves in your quarters, unless you would have been specifically up on deck or something like that.
Did you say this was shift 2?
This is shift 2, yes.
Shift 2. Oh, right. Braxton to be somewhere.
No, I'm just thinking I would be allowed to wear my armor because it's fairly easy to do day-to-day things in the Elven Chainmail.
Braxton would.
If you're on duty, I don't have a problem with you guys with people staying in armor, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Well, if Lafdul's fixing stuff,
I'm
then
him.
Braxton would definitely have to be out. We definitely need to have one officer out. I suppose being at the front makes sense.
All right.
Who's that with Braxton?
Solas, you would be off shift, so probably
Yeah, be off
asleep.
shift.
Yeah.
Now the
I think
crash
Braxton
against
would
your
have-
ship. The crash against your ship would definitely wake everyone up. So
Yeah, I think Braxton would have Hula Rat out, but obviously Hula Rat hasn't spotted anything. So we're doing 12-hour shifts, aren't we?
yes.
Ish. Hula Rat doesn't last that long.
Nope.
I guess Braxton would use Hula Rat for the first 8 hours. So are we at a specific point?
7th.
7th. All right. So I've got an hour left of Hula
Mhm.
Rat. Okay. Braxton's gonna shout battle stations.
All right. All right. So let's see. Let me check to see how many crew would have been injured by this tentacle.
Where roughly is the tentacle? Is it around anywhere where near Braxton is, or higher up?
It was definitely attempting to wrap around the hull above you.
Right.
All right, so 2 human crew members and 2 Herwadi are injured. You do not know their condition.
Okay. Better take some notes.
Do we remember if this thing can poison? I think I was the one that was taken out by it. If it's the same thing I'm thinking of.
Was that 2 Hawaii and 2 humans?
Yes.
Thanks.
If you don't remember as a character, as a player, your character doesn't remember.
Once I see the icon, I'll know if I remember or not. I just can't see it right now. So
Okay. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and get the turn order up. And actually, let me make sure that... All right.
Since Solas was sleeping when the attack happened, is the first round basically a surprise round for us, me?
It's basically you were shaken awake and you got to spend, so you won't be able to actually do anything. You're getting up. You might have been knocked out of bed, kind of thing, because this actually would have slammed into the hull right outside your quarters.
Damn it! Not my quarters. So I put myself on 99.
Okay.
Same.
I presume I would be having to put my sculpture it somewhere safe, or put like blankets around it to at least cushion the impacts from shit being tossed about.
That's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'm not losing months. Even if people die, I'm terrible. Now I'm going to be securing it by putting soft furnishings around it, I guess, to
Okay.
cushion impact.
And if
this round.
if you need to get on
I'll be
armor, make sure that you keep that in mind for how long you need to spend doing that.
As if Finn is fastest on the first shift sleeping people.
Finn's a light sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Leva is going to be sitting this one out.
Leva is the Schrödinger's Leva. She's all at the same time, everywhere at the same time, and not in any place at the same time.
All right, so let's see. That is all of the players. All right, Braxon, go ahead and do what you want to do.
Okay.
So the Krajan is attempting to wrap its enormous tentacle around your ship, while its smaller tentacles are lashing out at the crew that are around.
Right.
The crew will go at the end of the round.
I rolled for the throwing axe because I didn't think I was near enough to it. So I'm going to throw with a throwing axe.
Okay.
Hang on. Oh, sorry, you can hear a fan. My computer fan's
That's okay.
gone into overdrive. And let's see. I'm on D20 plus 2. Thaco is 13.
That's a hit.
That might be a hit. Right. So it's big. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do 2d4 because the throwing axe does double. 2d4 plus not 44. Plus 3. It's not much, but it's something. Now Braxton already shouted out battle stations, so does that mean he hasn't got time to say anything else?
No, you can say other things if you want.
Oh, and then he shout out, archers, fire at will.
Which one's will, sir? All right. The Krajan is going to try to lash around the ship again. It does not manage to wrap its tentacle around, but it does do another whole point of damage.
Not my quarters this time, hopefully.
I mean, it's trying to wrap around the center line of the hull, so, you know. Meanwhile, its small tentacles are swiping out at crew members. And let's see, one of them is going to be attacking you, Braxon.
Yeah. Second, just
It misses.
That's good. I'm busy taking a whole point off the ship. Let's just put that there.
Oh, I vaguely remember what this thing does now.
And let's see. Alright, it is lashing out at crew, and that is going to be...
It's a space nail.
let's see.
What's the Kraken's name? Its name will be Lunch if we were in wild space.
Alright, so it hits 4 more Herwadi and 5 humans.
Not good.
Is it specifically going after the ship or crew?
The giant tentacle is going after the ship. The smaller tentacles are going after the crew, like whipping around, slapping at them. And let's see, that is going to be...
It's going to want to grab the crew and take them away and eat them. And it's trying to smash a hole in the ship so it can eat the nice bits inside.
Yeah, it's like cracking open a nice juicy oyster, I guess, for it.
It's trying to go for my books.
See all the tasty oyster
Probably,
part.
yeah.
Alright, so that is going to be... So you're down 6 Herwadi and 7 humans at this point.
6 away, 7 humans.
Oh, the crew are just dropping like flies.
It does have a lot of little tentacles. Yeah.
But they are not necessarily dead.
Well, they will be if it takes a while for us to kill it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Next round. Oh, actually, no. The how many Herwadi and how many humans do you have
We have...
remaining now?
Remaining. Right, okay. Hang on. Well, not all the crew would be on duty, would they? We'd have half.
Correct.
So, where's the bit with it? We have only 22 humans.
In total?
So, in total, yeah. So, 11 will be on duty. And we got 22 Huwaiti, so 11 will be on duty.
Will half of our marines also be on duty?
Yeah, we've got 7 gift marines, so half of one will be on duty. And we've got 4 gift weapon experts and 4 dwarven marines, 5 dwarven marines.
Just wondering if the ballista would be any good. You can fire them in the same
The,
hex,
the,
can't you?
the ballistas would be good. The catapults can't fire within the same hex.
Yeah, that's fine.
The ballista also have the problem that our ballista are up in the air, so the cracker might be underneath them. It depends how much Ald lets them lean down.
Very little.
Yeah, I'm thinking
At
this thing is underneath
at,
all our
at
weapons.
this range, kind of thing.
Yeah, because it sneaked up on us somehow, and it's sort of below us.
Yep. All right, so let's see. That is going to be. So right now,
sorry.
2 GIF because you've got 2 on guard duty down below, and they will not be leaving that unless you order them to.
Yeah.
So 2
And we
dwarves,
have
2
one dwarf.
2 GIF, 5 Herwadi, and 4 humans are what you've got available
we got
this round.
5.
We also had one dwarf on the guard duty, so that would also be out.
So, is that a new turn? Are we rolling initiative?
Not yet.
So we got 5 Huwaiti left, and we'll have to pull them back because they're taking too much damage.
All right, the Herwadi and the humans are unable to penetrate the thick hide of the Krajan with their weapons. The dwarves and the GIF, let's see if they're able to. And they are not able to either.
Okay, Braxon will tell him to pull back.
Well, that's on your turn.
Oh no,
Next
you'll
round.
have to do that next round. Yeah.
So now it's initiative time.
Right.
Well, I already rolled, so I presume I stick with that. My intention is to maneuver the ship. I guess running in the ship probably not the smartest idea with gravity planes.
I'm sorry?
I assume you can't run for a gravity plane. You have to jump through.
Yes. But you also have tumbling.
Yeah.
You would be
I
like the
do.
best person for getting through a gravity plane quickly.
Alright, no, I'm going to try and do that. Lafdul's got finesse, hopefully.
Go on,
I'm
Lafdul, jinx yourself.
I'm guessing
We'll
it's a
see.
bit like diving into a swimming pool. You just dive through that hole.
From my-
Yeah, right. The problem is that then you'd be diving up.
Yeah.
The best thing is actually try to swing yourself around.
Yeah, well, some kind of silly parkour try
Do
to
a
run
flip.
up. Yeah.
Anyway,
Just
anyone
do a
still need
flip.
to roll initiative?
These
Check
two
my-
gravity planes link, right?
I rolled, but let me see if it took it.
So then I would just be going out there
I need to roll.
to wherever the creature is.
Yeah, my roll one.
Okay.
Oh, nice roll.
All right.
Ockar smells fresh meat.
Solas, you're up first.
I would rush basically to this doorway, but seeing what's going outside, Solas will stay inside preparing to cast spell next round.
Okay. Ockar, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to head out. So, I think I can get there to that 60 feet of movement.
All right.
I should still be able to attack since that's half my movement.
Yeah.
And I basically ran out without any armor and just my long spear
Okay.
because
Sorry, you broke
You're
up there for a
breaking
second.
up a bit.
we don't have time for me to put on armor.
That's fine. All right. So you
So-
rush out, try to stab it with your spear.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
That goes 7.
That is a hit.
And yeah, this thing's large.
Oh yeah,
Just a tad.
yeah, a little bit.
Little
Slightly
bit.
large, yeah.
All right, 12 points of damage. It roars in pain as you stab into it with your spear. Lafdul, your turn.
Alright, so he's going to do a gravity flip. Or tumble through.
Alright.
Two enemy. Where is tumbling? Sorry, 1 second. Bring it up. I assume that's good enough, and then go
Yep.
straight up there.
Yeah, so
And
that's
then I'll be behind.
functionally
well,
no movement penalty because of that. Like
Mm.
flipping through that way costs you no movement. Normally it would be like, you got to be a bit careful on how you do it, and that would cost an amount of movement.
Alright, so Lafdul's like sort of huffing and puffing, but it's the start of a sprint or run. It's like, Ockar, I'll try to give you some armor if I can touch you. Obviously, it's in melee, so.
All right, so you're going to be casting a spell next round, kind of thing.
Yep.
All right, Finn, your turn.
So I can move up to 60 and still attack.
Yes.
Then I'm just gonna get out on the deck.
All right.
Because I already measured it. It's more than 60 to get there. So
Okay. And there's
I
a
think-
there's a movement penalty for going through the gravity plane as well.
Yep.
All right, Braxon.
I think you should take out the icon that you have on your token.
Little ninja icon.
didn't even realize that was there.
It's your ion stone, clearly.
Well, it's basically for the blur if you use it from the ring.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's from what last time we were on this map. You had some
Mhm.
effect up. All right, Braxon,
Right.
your turn.
Okay, so Braxon's going to throw the throwing axe again.
Mhm.
And he's going to call out to one of the crewmen. Bring glitter tines from my cabin.
Okay.
You really want sashimi? Oh, no, sashimi. Why am I always
And
gonna
what
do-
is your Thaka with that axe?
That's almost certainly going to be a miss. Thaco is either 13 or 11. Let me have a look. Hang on. I scrolled to see something else.
The good thing is
Yes,
spark from
13.
it's a good thing a spark from lightning magic doesn't count as like the thing has spark from fire. Otherwise, lightning magic would also be banned in the
It
plot
might.
it's on.
It might do.
It might cause a fireball.
Could be
So
instant.
lightning. I mean, lightning can start fires, but lightning itself is not fire. So, like depending on what it hits, it could cause a fire and an explosion at that point, but it doesn't do it right in front of your face, kind of thing. That's
Well, that's good.
yeah. And yes, that is going to be a miss, Braxon. Your axe is not able to get penetration on its thick rubbery hide. And crew member acknowledges that I'll note that you didn't tell them to pull back as you said you were going to do.
Yeah.
So they're going to be attacking this round. But first,
I
the Krajan is attacking, first of all, against your ship, trying to lash its enormous tentacle around.
I don't think I can tell them to do two things at once, can I?
You could tell
So-
one crew member to get you glitter tines, and you could tell the rest to go below decks.
Can I? Oh,
Of course you could have.
I'll do that then. I thought we only had 6 seconds.
It's minute that round is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
second.
You're
is
getting this
minute.
confused with third edition again.
Yeah.
And I'll note that like what you can't have, what you can't do is have a discussion,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But you can definitely shout out complex orders and stuff.
Okay. Braxton
But
itself
you
is-
didn't do that.
Damn. He's gonna kill my crew.
All right.
So at least it make the food last longer.
The
Wow.
You're awful.
tentacle
Such an evil thing.
lashes at the hull, does hit it, and that is going to be another hull point. And I need a dexterity check for Ockar, Lafdul, and Finn, just to see if this lashing tentacle, the giant lashing tentacle, hits you. If you succeed, it does not.
Do you have any rerolls?
Oh, wow.
You have no rerolls.
Lafdul takes it to the face like a champ.
I mean, if it hits you, it hits you. It's just damage.
Lafdul
Thousand, huh?
parries with his face.
Yeah, I'm good. My dexterity's 15.
Yeah, the irony is that Lafdul's like, I'll give you some armor by literally being the meat shield.
Finn's going to use a reroll here.
Okay.
I mean, Lafdul is also wearing an armor, so
Yeah, I'm
he's
the only
not
one
just a
wearing
meat
armor.
shield.
All right, both those
He's a
were successful.
tinned meat shield.
All right, so Lafdul, you get into position. You're about to cast a spell, but you haven't started yet, so this isn't disrupting or going to prevent you from casting next round. But as this giant tentacle is trying to lash around the hull of the ship, it's flailing around and just scuffs you upside the head for 10 points of damage.
Just.
Yeah,
10.
just 10. All right, but then the smaller tentacles are lashing out, so it's going to be an attack against Braxon, Finn, Lafdul, and Ockar, as well as crew. So first of all, Finn and Braxon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is Finn. Are you using your shield?
Yes, I am.
Okay. That is going to miss you, and that is going to miss Braxon. Now, Lafdul and Ockar.
I don't know if I would be using a shield. Would I?
You need to decide now whether you what were you running out with.
Probably just a shield sword. I probably have my shield. I probably don't have it equipped. Logically.
All right, and
I mean,
that,
I ran out. I ran out here in just pants.
Yeah, I know, but I was putting wrapping around my sculpture, so I would need to have a hand free or something.
All right.
So,
So that is going to be a hit on both of you.
oh,
So that is going to be 3 points of damage against Ockar, 1 point of damage against Lafdul, and you feel a tingly sensation, and I need saving throws versus poison. Oh, wait. Ockar doesn't need to make the roll.
Aha!
Lafdul. Alright, well, poison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Armor doesn't help in this case, I assume.
Armor does help.
Oh. Then I have a target of 5.
All right. The tingling sensation fades, and then the Krajan's small tentacles are lashing out at other crew members.
Yeah, that's what happened to Laughter last time I got. Well, it affected me.
All right, let's see. Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Okay. So 5 crew members are hit. Let's see. All right. So another her weighty goes down.
Is that 7 now?
Yeah, 7 her weighty are down. A human goes down.
So 8 humans down now.
And no one else. All right.
Okay.
So the crew get to attack. There are not too many of them left, but let's see what they can do. Okay, they do manage to find some purchase there.
Oh, wow. I just remembered something.
Hey, you're an idiot.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know why. My brain just. My mouth moved fast into my
Clearly.
brain.
Clearly, I'm an idiot.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it.
What did you remember, Braxon?
I remembered that the owl that Braxon has can fight.
Yeah.
I don't know what it can do.
I mean, it can just become a giant owl.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
But it's just a giant owl.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, it's not like it becomes a super enormous owl that will rip and tear flesh from enemies. Like it doesn't become like a kaiju owl or something like that.
Oh right, okay. So probably can't do much to a Krajan.
It doesn't have about an owlbear full.
All right. Next round. The humans and the Hirwadi did manage to pepper it with some arrows, but it didn't deal a whole lot of damage.
Okay.
Is there any... If I'm attempting to cast a spell, is there any kind of, like, out the way of the tentacle location?
So
I'm one.
Oh, hang
I'm at
on. Braxton gets 2 attacks this round.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll let you get that in just a second. Lafdul, depends on what the spell is, and you've already moved out, so...
No, it was a big tentacle that I was more concerned with.
Yeah, well, chances are you'll get your spell off before that happens anyway, so... Alright, Braxton, get your second attack.
Let's see if I miss. Oh, that's a miss.
You did miss, and your axe is solidly lodged in the deck plating
Okay,
and does not come back to you.
right.
So you will need to go retrieve that before you can use it again.
I was wondering how you deal with a 1.
The enemy catches it.
Could be, yeah.
If you have the juggling proficiency, you can catch thrown objects like you.
I don't remember. You'd have
Not
to
an
look at it.
axe, though. You can catch like.
You'd have to declare it for one thing.
Yeah, you do. It's like incredibly niche, but oh look, my backstory helps me.
Anyone still need to roll initiative?
Yeah, me. How high is this Krajan?
You can run up next to where Ockar is and attack it. It's
All right, so
it's got a very big body and an enormously long tentacle that's trying to wrap around your ship.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go for button 2 on the stick of many buttons.
Okay. That's a flaming sword, right? Go for the flaming sword. That's the best one.
No, I've done that last time when I got eaten by a plant monster.
All right, Solas.
I'm casting Recitation, so Solas takes his holy Ogma's library rules book and starts reading.
Okay, that is
And
+2
it was
to
plus
what?
2 to attack and saving throws for us, and -2 to it.
Okay.
Radius 60 feet, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that'll pretty much get everyone.
Yeah, that was my plan on running it up there.
All right, so +2 to hit and damage, or just to hit?
Just to hit.
Okay. All right, Finn, your turn.
Okay, Finn's gonna run up and give it a swing with the mace.
All right.
Let's see, an additional +2. That gives me a +5.
Mm-hmm.
There's no saving throw to avoid the effect of recitation?
None.
Okay. All right, that's a hit.
And +3 damage. Oops, if I put the right die in.
All right, 6 points of damage. Smash your mace against its thick rubbery hide.
There goes my second 4th level spell for their trip, so I'm out of 4th level cleric spells.
Braxon, your turn.
I remembered I had spells on my icon that I still got, so I got another neutralized poison. I got 2 of them.
Braxon? Ah, there we go. Are you muted?
I'm muted, yeah. I was talking. And he said, "Where are you?" and saw me move. Right, Braxon sneaks past Lafdul and presses button 2, and out pops an axe.
All right.
So I'm getting a +2 to the +4, which is pretty good.
And Thaco is?
Thaco's 11.
That's a hit.
That's good.
Lafdul's wondering whether or not you should even cast armor at this point. So I'm the only one who's taking damage who's wearing armor.
All right, 12 points of damage.
Braxon's still got that new ring and new cape on, which he doesn't know exactly what they do yet.
All right.
That new ring smell.
Yeah.
Lafdul, your turn.
This be when Old tells me it's cursed.
We never know.
Braxon turns into a bat or something.
Lafdul's going to attempt to touch Ockar with some bark.
Okay.
There's like cast bark skin on him.
Yeah, that's a success.
16.
Braxon, you did order the crew to retreat, right?
No.
Yeah, he would shout that. He would shout that.
I'll let you do it this time. All right. So Lafdul, you do manage to touch Ockar and casting Barkskin on him.
Yeah, I'm just looking at how much that raises armor class by every 4 levels. Armor class 4 or 8. Base armor class.
Base. How low can you go?
Wait. I'm sorry.
Base
What was that?
armor class is 6 plus 1 AC for every 4 level of the priest.
Yeah. So 4,
Yes.
8, 12.
Yeah, so I got the 8th level one,
So
so
AC,
that's 4.
AC 4.
All right.
My ring
So that's
got
AC
guiding.
4 plus. Do you have a dexterity bonus, Ockar?
Dexterity bonus? I have a +1 defense adjustment from dexterity.
All right. So you're down to 3
Minus
armor
1.
class.
And if
Okay.
you have any rings of protection or such.
I do not.
It gives you a saving throw against everything apart from fire. Oh, except magic, actually.
All right, Ockar, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to stab up at it with my spear again.
All right.
And we don't have anything like prayer or anything up, right?
Recitation.
Recitation +2 to hit.
Okay. My THAC0 is 7.
That is a hit.
Does recitation affect damage?
No. It affects saving throws.
All right, 16 points of damage. Just as the Krajan was clearly thinking better of its choice of meals, it was beginning to unwrap its tentacle and try to leave. Ockar, you find purchase on its body and clearly stab right into its brain, killing it. And it drops to the gravity plane and begins to drift away.
That's what you get, you damn half-goofa! Leave our ship alone!
Can we
Okay.
harpoon this thing so it doesn't drift out of our gravity plane?
Yeah, can we eat that?
I
It would
think
have
we
to
should-
be cooked.
I think we would want to harpoon it just so we can check to see if it's got anything inside of it.
Yeah.
Isn't that like kibbles for Beowulf for like a year? If you can preserve
Maybe.
I mean, it wouldn't last that long.
it.
Let's.
Once the thing dies, Solas would rush to
Yeah, I would as well.
heal the injured crew members.
I guess I'll join in the healing as well since I've got spells.
Okay. Let's see.
Has anyone gone overboard?
No one's gone overboard. But all of the crew hit by the small tentacles, they are just paralyzed, and that will wear off. Those hit by the big tentacle, the human crew members are the ones who are at risk of dying.
Solas has healing spells.
Yeah, I have healing spells as well.
Are they dying
Finn
from?
does as well.
Wait, here's the question: are they dying from the damage they took or from the poison?
The damage.
Oh,
so
yeah.
just
Then I'll use
crush.
healing. Then I'll use my cure light wound spells, both of them.
Okay. With that, you are able to save all of your human crew members. The Herwadi were injured, but not like dying.
Solas
being
would
crushed
use
by a giant tentacle.
Solas would use healing spells on everyone that was hurt badly.
All right.
Even
Yeah, I could. Just
even
ascertain
if they are not in the risk of dying.
Yep, that's fine.
it's like trauma
Can
triage.
question Ord?
Mhm.
Can Ockar use his lay on hands to do like a stabilizing thing? Like one point
It's
for
no.
everyone.
It's
That's
No,
layer
I can't
additions.
divide it.
it's all or one.
It's
It's all or nothing.
It's all or nothing.
Okay, cool.
It makes me miss how in later editions you basically get a pool of uses of lay on hands every day.
I know it's so cheesy.
I mean, in
Lay on
addition, you can also use basically a free action to use lay on hands on yourself, but a normal action to use on another person.
I just
Yeah,
had
you
this thought of Ockar running around slapping everyone as he ran past.
Also, at
No.
least on the third 3.5 edition, lay on hands also injures undead.
Yes.
Which is not the
So
case
it's-
here.
Yeah, it's
That's just
extremely
taken
powerful.
straight from video games.
Yeah.
So when that thing was hitting people, it was poisonous.
Yeah, it had a
Paralytic.
paralyzing poison on its small tentacles.
So what
But yeah.
once
While we're killing them, can we
hold-
get the surviving crew to collect the beast?
Right. Hold on. First, Braxon was asking a question.
Okay, so I think we'll bring the ship to a halt so we won't lose this thing when it drifts out the air envelope.
Yeah, Nemariel
which
would have
means-
brought the ship to a halt when it got hit by
Right.
something.
Okay.
Incidentally, the Starlight has dropped out about 20 hexes away, and they're signaling you.
Yeah. Okay.
After,
Ockar, what were you asking? I'm sorry.
Well, first I'm gonna first I want the crew that's uninjured to use harpoons to grab this thing so we can pull it up
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
cut it open to see if it's got anything inside of it for other things it's attacked.
Okay.
And I'm also going to order whoever we have as a signal alert to signal to the Starlight that we were attacked, but we have it handled. Give us a second.
That's probably going to be Braxon. Because if we got one signaler, it's going to be on the other shift, isn't he?
Yeah.
Then I'll ask Braxton if he can signal.
Okay,
to the Starlight.
Braxton's going to tell the crew you ordered to pull the thing in, to take care not to touch any of the tentacles, and to let Lafdul know, as he likes poisonous things, whether he wants to
Wow, I've got a reputation now.
inspect one of the tentacles.
I just write about them. I haven't actually used. Oh no, I have used one.
Right,
you have used
right,
them on
Venom?
yourself.
Right, Venom?
Yeah, I use Sprite Venom all the time, but
That's poison.
This doesn't mean what this isn't saying you're evil.
no, I write about them because I want to
Yeah.
write a book on
Brax
toxicology.
is assuming you're trying to make an antidote with magic. He's not assuming you're a bad person, right? What Braxton will do is just go straight through the ship, through his cabin to the back of the ship, and signal from there.
Alright.
Solas would, after healing, go to his room and check if he can fix the outer wall with mending.
All right. First of all, let's deal with the signaling to the other ship. What exactly are you signaling, Braxton?
We've been attacked by a Krajan. We're dealing with healing, and we've had minor damage. We're expected to be on our way soon, but it'll also have a look, see what they're signaling.
Yeah, they're signaling, basically asking for the reason that you're stopping. They're obviously too far away to see exactly what's going on, so that's what they were signaling. You know,
Yeah.
and do you need anything? Why are you stopping? Do you need anything? That kind of thing.
Yeah. Braxton say everything's under control, but I'm gonna go sort out the situation.
All right, so you signal back that you'll be getting underway momentarily, that you were attacked by a Krajan, and everything is under control. They respond back, understood. All right, so the crew gets the Krajan pulled in close, and Solas, you're going to go cast Mending.
Yeah,
How many Mendings do you have?
only one.
Okay. So you can
So I'm
restore...
basically fixing my room.
Priorities.
Oh, of course. You can restore 1 whole point with that, then?
Yeah, since I'm 10th level.
I do have a shape wood memorized.
Was the mending the one that restores it for free?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
since it only restores things that have broken, not destroyed.
Yeah.
Now that the Krajan corpse is up here, I'd like to order the crew to cut it open so we can see what's in its stomach.
Okay. All right. So some of the crew get some large knives to slice open its stomach. Inside, there's a variety of undigestible items, objects. There is a ruined suit of mail and a ruined scimitar. So those are worthless.
Okay.
As well as some coins that you're able to salvage. They've been corroded by the stomach acid, but not so much that they're worthless or anything like that.
We can polish them and make them look decent.
Yeah.
Can we
Just
see?
forge
Can we see any symbols on the coins?
Yeah, but they don't mean anything to you.
Okay.
I will
Anything
be
else?
studying the
I was
paralytic poison.
just about to ask if you're ready for me to give you the numbers of the coins.
Who's gonna record that? I guess I will. Give me a second. Where do I need to put that?
Just write it down on the Discord for now.
Okay,
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, so you find 355 copper pieces,
Okay,
89 silver pieces,
okay,
34 electrum pieces,
okay,
294 gold pieces,
okay.
and 46 platinum pieces.
I'm not sure if I spelled Krajan right, but there you go.
It's EN, but it doesn't matter.
I think that's a small enough amount that we should just give it to the company funds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Anything else in there?
Nope, just the ruined scimitar and suit of mail.
Okay, I'll add that in then.
Yeah, I have it recorded in Discord for you.
I will
Okay.
try to take notes because I do this for the poisons I encounter. I take notes of the effects. You know, maybe theorize some antidotes or something. I'm just compiling a book on poisons.
Okay. So, do you have any relevant proficiencies that you think would work?
I don't
study
know.
this.
I don't really have anything. It's just
I mean, healing.
healing proficiency and herbology, maybe for potential antidotes and stuff.
Braxon says, "Do you want me to saw off one of these tentacles and take it to your cabin?"
No, but touching it and making yourself paralyzed will give me a first-hand experience of what it's like. You only get paralyzed.
Solas
Yeah.
would.
Well,
By
are
the
you
way,
gonna touch that, Braxon?
No.
Okay. All right. So give me a healing proficiency check.
Oh, I think that's a failure.
That is a failure. All right.
Just-
So, you are not able to extract anything from the.
Oh, I'm not extracting anything. I'm just writing notes of this type of creature causes this type of poison. Maybe this would work if you had certain ingredients to make an antidote. It might help, might not. I'm just writing like a law book.
Okay, then the best
That's
you
what
can
I've
do.
been
The best you
doing,
can do is
yeah.
is your observations on.
Yeah.
how it affects people.
Yeah, that's literally all I've been. I mean, even if I don't get like an antidote or anything, I'm just compiling a book, a resource book.
Yeah, I mean, with a failure, all you can do is
Yeah.
make note of your observations that it's a paralytic poison, and everyone seems to come out of it after within an hour.
Oh, it's quite long lasting then.
Well,
why don't you interview some of the crew that got paralyzed?
it's the duration varies, but everyone is fine by an hour. You can't get any more precise than that.
Not without actually experimenting with it.
Well, with the failure on the healing proficiency check. I can't give you any more. I can't narrow it down any more than that.
Lafdul, you had a spell that picked up some memories before. Can you get anything from that?
I wouldn't understand it.
Well, no, I was going to say, can you get anything from that suit of armor or the weapon?
Oh, you mean the no history spell?
Yeah. Otherwise, I think we'll just have a funeral and chuck it overboard.
I mean, I could the next day, but I very much doubt what's gonna write history. These
That works on
dots.
places, not objects, I believe.
Okay.
Doesn't. No, if an item has a suitable history.
Oh,
But,
no history. Right? No, sorry. I was thinking of thought capture.
I mean, it has to be like a reputable item or be part of like some significant history.
Yeah, you can't use it on a stone and get its detailed history.
But what about the
I
ruined
can-
scimitar?
I mean, there's a chance I might get some of them. I'll have them. I doubt I'll find anything, but we'll find out next anyway.
All right.
It would just be like a routine. I'd cast no history and build them.
Does this Kraken have any sort of shell on it?
No.
Okay.
Because
So
it's a
it's all-
kraken, not a kraken.
It's
I mean, it
Kraken,
might-
sorry.
I mean,
what do they call it? Like,
it has a rubbery shell-like structure in its back, but it's not a hard shell.
So we can't like make it into leather or something.
I mean, you might
we
be able
could.
to, but you can't do it in the phlogiston.
Yeah, I suppose so, because we got no pickling stuff.
And we need heat, right? For leather.
Yeah,
working.
depends on the method.
I mean, number one, you'd need to scrape it, you need to dry it, then you need to process it, and you don't have any of that.
Can we can we collect some of the Kraken and use it as bait to try and bait in something else we can eat?
Yeah, but that would only work short term because the stuff will rot pretty quick.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
But that also only works if you encounter a school of something that wants to eat it.
Yeah. I mean, like if some scavers come in, then we can try and eat scavers as long as they're not brown scavers.
I don't know if it's a phlogiston only creature, but that's what I wrote as my notes on that.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's not that it wears off after an hour. It's that by an hour later, everyone is fine. Like, you failed your healing proficiency check, so it's like you checked them after an hour and everyone was fine. You don't get any more detailed information of that. So it could have lasted only 5 minutes. It could have lasted 45 minutes. You can't narrow it down any more than that. That's what I'm getting at. All right, so you can collect some of the flesh to use as bait, but it's going to go off within a week.
Oh yeah, that's much more than I was expecting. I just thought it was easier than trying to put food overboard to attracting things.
Okay.
So we could do something like chumming. Wow.
Yeah, but again, that's.
We need a beacon, cause things to come to us. For that to
Well, the problem is we're going through the phlogiston at 1 million miles a day or more, and basically it's like going down a motorway and having flies hit the windscreen of your car.
Yeah.
It is so If you attract a scaver and it's not in your air envelope, it'll never catch you. So
Right.
you're only going to get things that come into your air envelope to stay there. So it's not going to increase the chance that we encounter scavers or another creature, but it might increase the chance that they don't just run away.
Unless you don't travel. If you don't travel, then it might actually work.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that kind of defeats that could defeat the purpose.
Mind you,
But
there's a
smells don't travel farther than our air envelope.
well, there is a ship following us. So which might complain about smell for the next week.
Okay.
I mean, you can feed it to Biomulf before it
No.
goes off.
He's not gonna be very interested in that. It's not to his taste.
He isn't one for seafood.
No. All right. So, you collect up some of the Krajan, and then otherwise you release the rest of the corpse, or do you want to keep anything else? You want to collect anything else from it?
Old.
Well, hold on.
Do you want-
Does anyone want to keep anything from it?
Anyone want eyes from it or anything?
We got no way of preserving it, so if we can't
It doesn't produce ink, does it?
Not as far as you know.
No.
experiment.
I mean, if it did produce ink, I would test if it could be replaced, for example, a giant squid ink.
All right. You had another question for me, Solas?
Yeah, about the damage our ship took. Is it all something that I could fix with mending?
Yeah. You took what, 3 hull points?
Two
So
hull
I
points,
would
I'll
I would
count it.
fix it with mending on during the few days after this.
Was there a third one? I only counted 2.
It took 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure there were
okay.
3. And one
Sorry.
got healed already, though. Or repaired.
Yeah.
It was like crushing damage, I don't think it was like...
No, that's fine.
So-
I mean,
That's
but
fine.
right, but on a ship, crushing damage tends to mean snapped boards.
Snap it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they don't completely break apart and everything like that, but they do get broken in and stuff.
So within next few days, I would fix the ship with mending to full.
Okay, by the end of the week, then you'll repair the ship to full. All right. After that, you get underway and continue on.
Let me find the. Oh man,
Yeah. What do you need?
I'm looking for where I put the wood on the character sheet. There we go.
Well, you don't need to use wood.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, this isn't shape wood, this is mending.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. All right. So you spend the rest of the week on the other things that you'd already mentioned that you wanted to do, and that is going to get you to day 99, the end of week 14.
Yeah. When we do leave this Kraken, we would have maneuvered away from it and got the other ship to maneuver around it before we go to phlogiston speed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll just fly straight into it.
I mean, it would just drift out of their air envelope, so.
Yeah, but it's not nice.
All right. I mean, you could also
Sorry,
set it as floating away from your ship in such a way that it doesn't literally go straight behind you.
Yeah.
They have a smaller air envelope than you do, for example.
She
All right.
said we're on day 99 now.
Yes.
Hmm.
All right. So going into week 15. Let's go through what you guys want to do. Braxon.
Braxon's going to be looking through star charts and that sort of thing to practice normal navigation. He might ask the spellcasters. Oh yeah, let's get the let's get the Hawaii to refresh the air at some point, and ask the spellcasters if they can fill up some of our water. Or how about that fish? Does that give water in man days?
It gives at maximum 60 gallons in 1 hour once per day.
Is that 60 people, Lord?
I think it's a. I want to say it's 30 for now. I'll look it up later.
30. Okay.
So yeah, for now, say that that's 30 man days of water per day.
That's subsidized from our loss or upkeep. I'm presuming we can. It doesn't use charges.
I mean, if you had something that produced more than you needed, then like you would just not need to ever keep track of that thing ever again. Like at this point, you don't need to keep track of air anymore.
Yeah.
Because you could
Until
have
whenever
you
you
could
have
basically
Hawaii.
just tell the Herwady to refresh your air envelope every week.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's one of the advantages of Herwady.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, let's see. Braxon, what do you want to be working on besides navigation? Anything else?
You're training Solas, were you?
Yeah, he's helping Solas.
Okay. All right. Solas, do you have a spare proficiency slot, or is this in preparation for when you get one?
It's preparation. I don't have weapon proficiency slots.
Okay. So you're going to be continuing training. Anything else that you want to work on?
I'll work on the alchemical experiments
Okay.
and the soil experiments.
Ockar, anything else?
Just my thing.
All right. Finn?
What he's been doing.
Okay. And Lafdul?
Same thing. Sculpting and learning a language.
Okay. So a few days into the week, about midweek, number one, the Krajan meat that you took goes off. You didn't encounter anything that would have been interested in it, that you could have used it as chum. So you toss it overboard. And during one of the shift changeovers, a starlight signals you that they are virtually out of food from what you gave them.
Okay, I guess we should give them another helping of food.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to give them another helping of food, or do you want to, like, basically say that each day you're going to give them a portion and thus keep that, like, add their crew to your functional total?
Yeah, let's do that. I think we would probably do that when they were a little bit in advance, just in case we get split up.
Okay.
Rather than run them down to nothing.
Well, do you want to give them a lump amount, then?
Well, it's logistically it's easier if we do it every day.
Okay.
Like you said, but thematically we would not say, right, come to us every day for your dinner. That would be like stupid.
Okay. All right, so you're going to add their crew total to yours for the purposes of the calculation.
Did they have any plants or anything on their ship?
No, they did not.
Right. Okay. How they? So we could like top them up with air as well.
Yeah.
They brew chars, it shows.
I mean, yeah, they would top up their air envelope every time they get food.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
All right.
I suppose that from that point of view, every time we meet up with them, we could just get the Hawaii to refresh both the air envelopes.
Yeah, that would work. All right, so that was on day 102, and the week ends on day 106. So that's going to start with that. So the week will end with 4 days of them getting additional food. from your total.
Yeah.
And that week is otherwise uneventful. And that brings you to week 16. 4 months in the flow.
It's a very long trip.
It was. Part of it, I will say, part of it was because of a botched phlogiston navigation roll at the beginning.
Blame me.
But
Well,
it's
you
still
heard him,
only added. It's still only added a week.
So
Well, you
we're
heard
on,
him. A captain gave you orders.
we're on day 116.
No, you just finishing up day 106.
106, sorry.
And getting to week 16. All right, so during that week, Braxon, what are you going to be working on?
Praying that we can find a crystal sphere.
All right. Solas?
Continuing what I've done.
All right. And Ockar?
Same.
All right. Finn?
Same.
All right. And Lafdul?
Same as well.
Okay. All right, so week 16, as it is coming to a close early on day 113, a crew member on watch shouts out, "Captain, crystal sphere ahead!" As the
Oh, thank God.
black sphere wall begins to, as you're able to make out the crystal sphere wall straight ahead along this Phlogiston River. It'll still take most of the day to get there.
He's on shift when we get there.
It'll be second shift, but it'll be close to the end of second shift anyway, so...
I guess when we get there, I'll order. We turn on the portal locator.
When we
well, second shift
yeah.
is Braxon, so...
Okay.
Well, if this was spotted on the first shift, we'd be talking about it on shift handover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
I tell you about how we're about to reach the crystal sphere.
Yeah.
It's probably where we need to go.
I mean, when second shift begins to wake up, like there's like electricity in the air. The excitement of finally getting to a crystal sphere is
we'll also
quite
have
palpable.
the other ship. We'll also have the other ship pop out when we're going to swap over helmsman.
Yeah.
So we should have a conference with them about our usual strategy.
Well, during shift changeover, they'll be signaling you to ask if you know what sphere it is. I mean, obviously you told them before, but they'll be like kind of double checking.
Yeah.
We don't.
No, but we could tell them tell them the poem.
That's more of an in-person thing than signaling them if we know what it is right
Well,
now.
Let's get them to come alongside and we'll discuss.
Solas would ask that we go near the crystal sphere wall so he can cast find powers.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you like to a certain extent. Once you change over, like there's if you're still hours away from the crystal sphere wall, there's not a whole lot of point in bringing their vessel in close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
For now, yeah. For now, let's just signal that we don't know what the sphere is, and then Solus can do his detect powers once we get right up to it.
Yeah, I just meant we could talk strategy about going through the sphere wall.
Right, but that can be done when you get to the sphere wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so Solas will throw a bunch of sand onto the sphere wall and cast a spell.
Might be a few days before we get there.
No, I said at the end of the day you'd get to it.
Ah, sorry.
All right. Let's see. So you're casting detect powers to see what
if
is
there's
there
a suitable code or something like that there.
All right, your deity is not worshipped there.
No.
Let me see. Let me refresh my memory on whether it gives you kind of not necessarily a breakdown, but is this something that everyone would need to cast or what?
I think only Lafdul and Solas need to do this. I don't yet.
Finn also needs to do it.
Well, to a certain extent, like it's nice to know in advance, but at the same time, you can also just go in and see what happens. So,
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, but this is a safer option.
give me just a second.
Yeah, I'm looking for it myself.
Sorry, Beck. I had to be muted for a while. Yeah,
That's
I want
okay.
to cast Tech Powers because obviously it dictates what spells I'm memorizing when I go in there.
Yeah, I just want to double check to see if.
Yeah.
We've all
It only informs if they're similar. That could basically offer the spells.
Okay.
still have to make contact though, I think.
All right. So Finn, were you going to cast that as well?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So each of you casts that spell, and Solas. That reveals that your deity is not worshipped there. Margoth and Sun Faiyun will also be cast in it.
So no Coach of Knowledge.
Well, so not ones that are allied that will work for your deity.
Okay.
There could be gods of knowledge that are not allied. That wouldn't tell you that.
Oh right. I like the DM's table for that spell.
Finn, an allied power is worshipped there. That will provide you with spells.
Okay.
Lafdul, your deity is worshipped in this sphere.
Oh? Lafdul's actually taken back by that.
What level is known powers?
2.
Detect Powers is the second level.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can't. So I don't have that spell.
That means I'd be telling Lenelius this actually that if my deity is recognized, then the odds are that the whole pantheon is.
Are you telling him privately, or are you like telling him out in the open?
I'd probably tell him privately at first.
Okay. Then
the officers know.
He would say like he'd recommend that you mention to Braxon as captain that you guys should seek out the elves.
Oh yeah, I mean the officers know.
Which of course is what he's going to say.
Everyone.
like that makes him excited, and he's like, "We should attempt to seek out the elves. They may, the sphere may be part of the Elven Imperial Navy, and they can help us get back to known space." Margoth and Sun Faiyun do not tell you what their what it reveals for them. And let's see. All right. All right. So you've cast that. What is your next step? The Starlight is going to be like taking their cue from you.
I say we signal to Starlight to come over so we can tell them how we're gonna do this.
Okay.
And basically explain how we're going to either use a portal locator to locate a portal that we can use to get through, or create a portal.
Okay. They'll be impressed that you have a device that can spawn a portal.
And then once the portal's open, they have to fall behind us.
Yeah. When we stop for this, we'll tell them that obviously pirates sometimes attack ships that come through Crystal Sphere, so they should have all their crew on duty when they go through.
They understand that. They nod. Oh yes, we've dealt with such things before.
If something comes up where we get attacked, we'll work together. We'll have to work in tandem to take it out.
He'll kind of nod slightly and say, obviously we will do what we can, but we are not a combat vessel. My crew is not skilled at fighting. Our preferred method is to try to escape such pirates if that happens.
We'll handle it. The majority just give us covering fire, and if we get boarded, then you run off ahead and we'll find you.
Understood.
That was humans on that other ship, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was any of their helmsmen a spellcaster?
I mean, they do have spellcasters as helmsmen. They have a priest and a wizard, but they're not particularly powerful.
I meant a cleric.
The cleric does not like. Their priest is just kind of like hoping that there's a deity. He's been on the helm, so he can't cast a spell.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll say that one of our people's detected a friendly deity, so we might be able to get some sort of assistance.
Oh, that would be quite beneficial if that's the case.
Okay, let's do this, and I'll send an order down to the helm room to do the portal location.
Okay. It does reveal that there is a portal nearby at the end of this river.
Okay, let's go for the portal then. Follow us.
Okay. You get close to the location of the portal, and it does open, allowing your vessels to pass through.
I said I was having, like, those one of each of the foodstuffs that I found from that flow planet. I will make a private offering, as we're going through, thanking Caravan, and just throw it overboard or something.
Okay. All right. So you do so, and any other special precautions beyond normal type stuff, or anything else that you want to do?
We'll have all the weapons loaded.
Okay. Okay. And
we'll make sure everyone's got armor on and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Once we're inside, Solas starts to cast contact home power.
Okay.
I don't need to. It's so good.
Wait for the fight first.
All right. So you enter the crystal sphere and get a view on the sphere laid out before you. And I accidentally just moved your ship. Didn't mean to do that. You find yourself in a crystal sphere. Glau is near you and immediately surveying what you can see.
Astrolabe as well.
Right, but that means you have to be down there. I kind of figure you head down there after you get in.
Yeah.
We're going to
verify
make sure
that you're safe.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure we're not going to get attacked first, and then we'll go down to the astrolabe.
All right, so laying before you is a fairly standard sphere as far as you can tell in the short term. The sun at the center of the sphere glows with a blue light, and you can see a series of planets laid out, but you're far enough out that it's difficult to tell much information about them. You call out to your crew members, on watch for a status report. They call back, no ships spotted yet, and you begin to accelerate away from the crystal sphere wall towards the center of the sphere, just in case anything is nearby to kind of give get you out of there as quickly as possible, kind of thing.
Braxton's going to leave Hularat on the ship's rail.
All right.
To let him know if he sees anything coming near the ship, and he's going to head down to the astrolabe and have a look at what we've got.
Okay, you'd probably wait until you actually get into spelljamming speed to do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Just
Yeah,
because,
he
once
would
you're
wait
in
a few
spelljamming speed, if you drop out, then it's obvious, and
Yeah.
it's kind of a, you can breathe a sigh of relief. You're quote-unquote safe at that point.
Right, yeah, sorry.
The sphere itself feels a comfortable temperature. You don't notice it doesn't feel unusually warm or cold. And crew is immediately rushing around, making sure that everything is shipshape from phlogiston travel.
Yeah.
You can hear the cook immediately, getting the cook fires going. Crew's talking about, oh yeah, we can finally get some hot meal. Hopefully cook makes a nice stew, that kind of thing. They're quite excited to get some warm food and things like that. Be able to get freshly baked bread and that sort of thing.
I mean, we basically did spend the last nearly 100, more than 100 days just basically eating hardtack, maybe.
Yep.
And
Some
dried
berries,
fruit.
some fruit.
Some dried fruits and good berries and nuts and dried meat, probably.
Yep.
Maybe.
Lots of dried food and preserved food. Lots of salt pork.
Yeah.
That's so much sodium.
Well, it does get scraped off and stuff like that.
True.
But yes, so you that was on day 113 at the very end of week 16.
God. 130. Yeah.
You get into spelljamming speed, and I'd assume most of you guys head down to the astrolabe to get a view on the crystal sphere with your astrolabe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so you get down there.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah.
Like I said, Braxton's leaving Hularat outside.
Okay.
So he can shout into Braxton's head if anything happens outside.
Okay. So you head down to the astrolabe and make sure that there's no light, which allows the astrolabe to project the crystal sphere around you, and you can get a good view on the planets. The closest in world to the sun over here is a flat world. It's bluish in color. You can't identify too much information beyond that. But it is of considerable size. Looks to be about size F. Then there's an Earth world as the next world out. That one is size D. It looks habitable. You can't make out too much information, but it doesn't. You can get some basic information from the astrolabe. It doesn't look like it's just a barren rock kind of thing. Then out beyond that is an asteroid belt, and there are definitely some reasonably sized planetoids in there, but most of them are pretty small, so they only kind of show up hazily on the astrolabe because it is a belt as opposed to individual planets. But there are a few points within that are clearly large enough to be picked up individually by the astrolabe. And that is mostly Earth bodies. The next one out into the outer rings, the very first world there is a moderately sized water body. Then the next planet out, and the one closest to you from where you are right now, that is an apparently cool fire body, because it is very dark with just like veins of red.
Do we know how big it is?
That one is size D. And it does have a moon that is an Earth flat world. And then the next planet out is a size D air world. And it does have a cluster of asteroids orbiting it. So if you have any questions about what you might be able to pick up from the astrolabe, you can go ahead and ask while you're here studying them, and you can discuss, what your plans are.
The water bottle was what size?
I'm sorry?
Water body.
That one is size D.
Size D.
So, were there any that seemed like they would be relatively habitable?
So the nearest in Earthworld probably is. It doesn't appear barren. It's entirely possible that the planetoids in the asteroid belt are. The flat world, water world might be. Hard to say. The spherical water world that's further out might be. And then the air world, its cluster of asteroids, and the moon around the fire world might be.
I think my suggestion is maybe we should head to the Earth body as our first destination. And if we run into any ships on the way, that would be great.
I would say we're going fairly close to this fire body that's got an Earth flat world near it.
Then we can check out the moon on the fire body
and
we don't find anything there.
Body.
How many days of travel is this roughly?
You're looking at another month.
No, because I was potentially thinking about casting Commune actually, and seeing if I could ask Erevan for a hint of safe refuge here in this sphere.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Considering he is venerated here.
Could we see anything orbiting the water body?
That one, if it has any moons, they're not large enough to be picked up by your astrolabe.
Okay.
I think an initial idea is to go to the moon of the fire body as our first destination, but Lafdul, while we're on our way there, you should do your communing.
The astrolabe doesn't show us the stars of this crystal sphere, right?
No, but you can see them when you get out on deck.
Yeah. Solas would borrow Braxon's spyglass to see the stars a bit better.
Okay. That will probably we'll probably do that when we come back from our break, because it is about that time. And if you have any questions that you might be able to pick up from the astrolabe before you leave and just like get it underway to the journey, you can give it some thought. For those watching, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, and it's a good time to stretch your legs, get something to drink, get a snack, and we will be back shortly. See you then, everyone.
We'll see you then.
Yeah.
See ya.